Hi guys, today I'm here to talk about the topic. The question. So the question is, what is the most prominent skill in the area of fourth industrial revolution? So in the playing of a night, the fourth industrial revolution is upon us. This new era in manufacturing and data exchange using technology of robot machine will involve five main high technology pillars, namely artificial intelligence, 3D printing, smart computers, robotics, and the Internet of Things. So the robots and artificial intelligence may perhaps be faster, but they can't be as creative as humans. So as they become smarter, we need to use different human skills to be able to manage them and work side by side with them. So I think that there are 10 important skills with industrial revolution forward. Complex problem solving, critical thinking, creative, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation, and lastly, cognitive flexibility. So, in order to mention the PT, I haven't mentioned that before. I think the important skill is touch skill, technology skill. It starts learning biggest learning. Once you figure out how one path works, it's get easier and easier to drive into other paths and figure out how things work. So the first reason making me feel technology skill is really important possible is it they make you a better problem solver. Coding is all about problem solving. You start with a user problem that needs to be solved and come up with a solution. Then you test that solution in five parts or possible improvement, and you create a better solution. Every step of the way is about solving problems. And second reason is technology is much less frustrating when you understand it. So how many times you gotten completely frustrated because your smartphone does something unexpected and you had no idea how to fix it? When you couldn't figure out how to make your computer do something that seems like it should be so simple. Also, technology is really frustrating if you understand how it works. And right coding skill will teach you how to build and program your own smartphone from scratch. Understand some touch basis makes virtually everything in touch makes a piece more sense. Once you understand one thing, you can better understand the rest. And technology can save money by solving test problems yourself. So when was the last time you had to hire someone to fix your computer, or wasn't frustrated when tech support told you to progress your computer? By the way, that actually does fix some problems. So with tech skill, you can learn to diagnose and fix a lot of problems yourself if you grasp the basics, and more importantly, if you are comfortable with technology, the solution to a lot of your tech problems is just a Google search away. And um, so, moreover, technology can make you better leader. According to my experience, so many companies are now reliant on technology in one way or another. As a manager or a CEO, it's important to be able to work effectively with either a department that handle web development or with an outside agency that handle those things. And if you don't know the first thing about the jobs, their department or agency do is make it a lot harder to work with them in a way that's both efficient and productive. You will probably find you get looped into the decision-making process and be seen as a helpful part of the company rather than a constant heritage and hindrance by those who handle the design and develop your company. And lastly, I think technology is very important because it makes you a better collaborator. Yes, there are still standardly web designers and developers out there, but as the web grows more complex, more and more people are working as part of design and development teams rather than solo operation. And collaborating on design and development projects is commonplace in the tech world, and the collaboration skills you learn on these projects will do wonders for your collaboration in other areas. When you can troubleshoot code with another developer or manage a project with half a thousand designers and developers working on it, then working as part of a team outside of touch will only get easier and pretty likely to resemble. I think that's all. So this is my video. Thank you for your listening. Cooperating.